Welcome to something a little unusual. This will be an unboxing, old school style, with the shaky cam and the terrible rambling and jump cuts as I figure out what all of this is on camera. So if all that didn't sound like it made a ton of sense because you haven't been watching this show for a long time, basically, you get to watch me do 4 monitors all at once. Alright, so this monitor is not out yet. This is a 32-inch, what is this thing even called? This is a U32E, so this is a U32E510C. It is a 32-inch PLS monitor, so that's Samsung's kind of IPS-like technology. And hopefully I don't push that off the desk. And it features AMD FreeSync. So it's a 4K display. It's got a 60 hertz refresh rate. It comes out of the box, a little something like that. And because it's an early sample, it has absolutely no accessories included with it whatsoever. I'm sure yours will actually have a power cord. Oh, it does. It does have a power cord. Look at that. It's an Asian one. Excellent. Also an HDMI cable. Not that I would recommend using this monitor with HDMI unless you have a graphics card with HDMI 2.0, which will support 3840 by 2160 at 60 hertz. Not HDMI 1 point whatever variation you happen to have. None of them support 4K at 60 hertz. Although I'd recommend using it with DisplayPort anyway, since it also happens to have that input, and that's what you're going to need in order to get the... Is this at the edge? Not quite. Let's live dangerously, since that's what you're going to need in order to get variable refresh rate working. So let's go ahead and have a look at the stand. So the back of the monitor has a nice little cable management hook thingamaboober here. We've got a brushed plastic finish on the rest of the base at the front. You can go ahead and check that out. I'm a fan of the brushed plastic. Not everyone is, but I like that it doesn't get dirty and it's easier to clean compared to brushed aluminum. I just bumped the camera. That was awesome. Also, on the back, having a look at the stand, you can see we've got height adjust, which is nice to have for a 32-inch monitor. You can bet this one won't be cheap. We've got tilt. Looks a little something like that. We've got swivel, and we've got pivot. All of them things. So now, look how big that is. You can see Reddit in like real life size. Oh, cool. It has a VESA mount too. That's something that Samsung is missing on some of their monitors. All right, in terms of inputs and outputs, we've got a USB 3.0 hub. We've got mini DisplayPort in. This is actually handy to have because some laptops are mini DisplayPort. So if you just have one DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort cable, then you can plug your monitor into a large DisplayPort or mini DisplayPort just by switching it around, because it also has full-size DisplayPort in and 2 HDMI inputs as well as power in. So that's pretty much it for that guy. I guess we could actually look at the front of it, where it's just a fairly plain plastic bezel, kind of like a businessy, sort of business-looking monitor, with just a nice little brushed finish on the bottom there. Anthony, take it away. Let's move on to our next monitor. Which one shall we go with? This is the one that I think a lot of you guys are going to be most excited about. And if I knew the model name, then I would go ahead and tell you that. This is the U28E590D. So as you can probably guess based on the name, it is going to be a replacement for the existing 590D grade product. And everybody likes the 590D, excuse me. So the main difference between this one and the other one, this is still 4K, and it's still a TN panel, and it also includes Korean compatible power plug. Don't worry, yours will come with the right thing. HDMI, power brick, and it looks like a battery or something. Oh, it's a piece of the stand. So the main difference between this and the old one is just the addition of AMD FreeSync. Now, we don't know what the actual active, FreeSync variable refresh rate range is on any of these models, but the main takeaway, I guess, is that because FreeSync it's right in the name after all, free to implement if monitor manufacturers are putting newer, more up-to-date scalers in their monitors, Samsung is basically going ham on the whole FreeSync concept, and whether you're looking at presumably very expensive PLS 32-inch or whether you're looking at a 28-inch TN panel, you're going to be getting the FreeSync experience. So the monitor assembles basically like this. You take the thing I thought was a battery pack and have now figured out is a piece of the stand, which has like a brushed plastic kind of finish on it. Yeah, I'm not even going to let you take a look at it. See that? See that? You just got psyched. You just got psyched, keys. And then you put it in here. You screw some things in, or you hand it to Anthony off camera to go ahead and screw those in. Thanks, Anthony. You did a good job. I said that in advance because I'm so confident that he will do a good job. Then you check out the monitor itself. So, oh, they did. Look at that. I was just ripping on Samsung about not including VESA mounts. I called them missing because I don't think they're optional. And the old 590D lacked a VESA mount. The new one does not. Way to go, Samsung. You heard the complaints of your customers and your reviewers, and you dealt with it like that. That's like an equally important addition to FreeSync. It's not at all, but it's very important. HDMI 1 and 2 in. We've also got full-size DisplayPort in, headphone pass-through for your audio that comes from those signals, as well as your DC 14-volt input. Thank you, Anthony. You did a great... Oh, actually, that's not a very good job. Whatever. I had confidence and you let me down, buddy. Just kidding. He did a great job, folks. Give him a round of applause. You're sitting in front of your computers. He can't even hear you clapping. There we go. So you've got a glossy black plastic bezel with a nice silver accent around the top and edges, and pretty much it looks like a monitor. There's not a whole lot to go wrong with that. Anthony, take it away. We are on to our next monitor. This, my friends, is the broken monitor. This is the Instapack Wooden Special 1 of 2. It is 24 inches and the number 4 and also a tracking number. I have no idea what's inside here. The model number rubbed off, and not the good kind of rubbed off. It just isn't there anymore. So let's go ahead and open this baby up. And we find discs. Wow, this one has a CD. I've never been able to figure out why monitors have CDs, and I still don't know today. Also inside here, we've got a power cord, an HDMI cable, a power brick, so presumably this one takes a 14-volt input as well, a stand, very similar to the other stand, and another battery. Just kidding. Anthony, 1 and a 2. Thank you. I like having an off-camera assistant. This is fantastic. It's like high production value unboxings. You got like grips running around and like a boom pole operator. We don't have a boom pole operator. That's why the audio on this video is kind of terrible. We thought it was more important to just have Anthony putting the monitors together while I talk about them. All right, so the main point of this one, the S24E510C. All right, well, the main point of this one is that it's 24 inches and it is curved. See that curve? They tried to get it straight, but they just couldn't do it, folks. No, I'm just kidding. Curved monitors do have a value. I don't personally particularly find them to be that important at this size, but if you're into the whole curved monitor experience and you want to have it, then you will. Now, this one, unfortunately, you can tell, does not support FreeSync. So HDMI in, VGA in. This is a very business-oriented SKU. You know, you want your office to look nice with like fancy space-age curved displays or whatever else the case may be, then this would be a good bet for you. And it does have a VESA mount. Again, a nod to the business customers right there who are going to want to install them on, you know, some kind of monitor arm. I've never been able to figure out why no monitor manufacturer gets into the monitor arm making business. Surely they could, you know, benefit from a high margin attached to their existing product category, and they could get them on the shelves with retailers fairly easily. Samsung, if you're watching, why don't you guys make monitor arms? It seems like the most obvious thing in the world. I mean, it's not like, if you can make a Galaxy S6 Edge, then you can probably make a hunk of metal that supports a display. I mean, you already make a monitor arm. It comes with one. You should just make better ones. All right. Our last one is the UE850, and this bad boy is a 28-inch 4K PLS display. Now, most of the 4K monitors we've seen are, you know, 28 or even greater in terms of pixel density, and unless you get into the professional grade stuff, most of them are using TN panels. Anything affordable is these days. So I am excited to see more monitors coming. Wow, look at this. they were really concerned. Where would Samsung get the idea that I would water damage a product? You know, the funny thing about all this silica gel is that I don't think there was any do not eat in any of the other monitors. They put it all in this one. And now it's nunchucks. Oh, that stings. All the weight goes into the one end. The design flaw nunchucks. Thank you, Anthony. All right, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So higher pixel density compared to larger displays that are also Ultra HD. FreeSync included. And a PLS panel. Looking not bad. It's got the same kind of brushed aluminum screen as its bigger brother, the 32-inch one. Did I say screen? Brushed aluminum screen. That's stupid. Brushed plastic base. It's also got a height adjustable stand. Cable management at the back. And the full range of movements. So that, oh, that's an unusual implementation of swivel. That's very interesting. Haha, you can't see it. See, look at that. I swiveled it too far for you. Ha 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 ha. Way to go. It also has pivot. And we can have a look at the inputs here. So you've got your two USB 3 super speeds on the side, as well as a headphone jack. You've got two more of those here, as well as your input. You've got mini DisplayPort in, HDMI 2, HDMI 1, and power in over here. So it's pretty much the spitting image of its big brother, but smaller, which is how spitting image of a big brother except smaller would normally work. So thank you very much for watching this completely catastrophic destruction of the NCIX studio. You gotta see the amazing amount of like boxes and stuff. Look, I'm under the table. He's under the table. Oh my goodness. There's boxes and packaging everywhere. Don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips for more videos like this. Actually, I don't know if we'll ever do this again. We've never done it before. It's been like 8 years. So maybe 8 years from now, we'll do another 4-on-1 style video. Don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips.